Hey guys, this is Dr. Paul Martin from Brilliant Life Chiropractic, and I thought I would do a quick follow-up video to my barefoot shoe video that I did earlier. I still love the barefoot shoes. I was recently on vacation. I got asked lots of questions about them. My favorite I get asked frequently is, "Are those comfortable?" And it's like, well, no, they're not comfortable at all. I wear them for their aesthetic appeal, and really, obviously, that's a joke because they look kind of freaky with the toes. But not all barefoot shoes have toes. I will leave some links in the description that take you to different sites for shoes that look a little bit more normal. I like the 5 fingers. I think they work really well. But I want to take some time and explain a little bit about what qualities you want to look for to get a good minimalist or barefoot type shoe experience. So there are 3 main things you want to look for. One, arch support. That's another. Next question I get is, do those shoes have good arch support? My answer is always yes, and by yes I mean they have none. That's the thing. Feet don't normally need arch support unless they've been totally mistreated or you have some sort of other condition going on because of whatever other things are going on. You really don't need arch support. Now, I'll get to the transition component of it later, but a healthy foot does not need arch support. I transitioned myself, and I went through a big process about that. And I went from being flat-footed to actually having arches again. So no arch support is a good thing. It lets the feet work the way they're supposed to. Next thing, number 2, is 0 heel drop. What does that mean? Well, most shoes, if you look at them, the heel is just a little bit higher up than the forefoot. And that always, sort of pitches you forward going that way. And what you're looking for in a minimalist shoe is that they are the same. They are even with each other, and that's called a 0 heel drop. That's what you're looking for. And of course, that is different than, like, say, a high-heeled shoe where you've got this spike that sticks you up like several inches off the ground. That's not good either. And that obviously those are pretty hard on the back, pretty hard on the feet, shorten Achilles tendon. So and that's a whole other story. We don't need to go into that just yet. Number 3 quality you want to look for in a minimalist or barefoot type shoe is a wide toe box. Now, why do you need a wide toe box? Well, the foot is meant to move. You've got 26 bones in the foot, and they're meant to move. The way the foot works is that this is gait mechanics. As you step, when you step down on the ground, the foot will flatten, and then as you step up, the arch should form as you push off. That's normal. To put an arch support and shove it up under there and force it to stay in an arch position the whole time disrupts normal foot mechanics. So you want to have a wide toe box that allows your foot to spread when you step, and then you can form that arch as you tighten up the foot as you step. So now transitioning to a barefoot shoe can take some time depending on how long you've been wearing regular shoes or if you've had orthotics. Let me tell you a bit about my own transition, more as a lesson of what not to do. I didn't do it very well. So I had been wearing regular shoes for a long time, and in fact had been wearing orthotics, which pushed a little bit of arch support into my foot. Recommendation from my previous chiropractor. And I've been wearing them for 10 years, and they actually worked really well at eliminating a lot of my knee pain and my foot pain. And so making this transition was perhaps more challenging than it needed to be because of that. But anyway, I got my 5-finger shoes. I got the Sprint 6 or 7 years ago. I forget now exactly when. And my first workout, I went for a half-mile run. Now, up to that point, I've been running 3 or 4 miles pretty consistently. So I went for a half-mile run, and I couldn't walk for 3 days. My calves were ridiculously sore. My feet were ridiculously sore. I do not recommend jumping into barefoot shoes with that much gusto. Definitely didn't work well for me. I actually had sharp foot pain in my feet for about 3 months. And it hurt to walk, and it hurt to take normal steps. What didn't hurt, interestingly, was running. Running seemed to work it out a little bit more. And running's a whole nother animal, and if you want to know how to run, I will do another follow-up video about how to run in barefoot shoes, because it is different. It took a lot of transition, and that's probably why my transition was a little harsher. But the way to transition to a barefoot shoe is to wear them for short periods of time at first, then go back to your regular shoe. And by short period of time, I mean even around the house or short little trips. no more than, like, say, 15 minutes to your first day and maybe a half an hour the next day. If you're planning on exercising with them and going for runs, no more than 100 meters the first time. Literally, I mean that seriously. No more than 100 meters, and then maybe 150, and then maybe 200, and then work your way up gradually as you do it. Otherwise, you're going to experience what I did. I literally thought I had stress fractures in my feet. And the only reason that I didn't, or that I figured out I didn't, was because it felt good to run. It felt good to work it out. Okay. Next video I do on feet will be how to run and why it's different than regular shoes. All right. I hope this helps. Remember, the feet were made to be just as they are, and they don't need any help usually. So I'm Dr. Paul Martin. This is Brilliant Life Chiropractic. You deserve a brilliant life. Let it shine.